Hi, I'm Ryan with thefitney.com. I'm here to talk to you today about macronutrients, commonly known as macros. Now, you may be asking yourself, why is this important to me? Now, I think for anyone who's begun a diet or is looking to start a diet, it's very important to understand the basics so you can be successful in that diet. Today, I'm going to go over what are macronutrients, explain proteins, carbohydrates, and fats a little bit more in depth, and then we'll go ahead and end with an overview of everything that we've gone over today. So the first thing is proteins. Proteins are composed of several amino acids which provide the building blocks for muscle tissue. It's also found in your organs, skin, bone, and tendons. And there's about 4 calories, there is 4 calories per gram of protein. Next we move on to carbohydrates. And carbohydrates are fuel for energy. And it's composed of a variety of simple, complex sugars and starch molecules. There are also 4 calories per gram of carbohydrate, or known as carb. Lastly, we have fats, and fats include oils. This nutrient is by far the most dense, and it has 9 calories per gram of fat. So to explain a little bit more about protein, protein is used by the body to repair and build and maintain muscle tissue. Your body already produces non-essential amino acids, but in order to get the full array of amino acids, you need to get the essential amino acids, which are found in things such as food or supplements. And if you look at it, you know, what's high in protein? Things such as beef, chicken, milk, eggs, fish are all going to be high sources of protein. Next we move on to carbohydrates, and carbohydrates is the primary and most readily available source of energy that the body has. And we use something called a glycemic index, which measures how quickly the carbohydrates can be metabolized. Now, if you have something that is a high glycemic index, that means that the carbohydrate can be quickly metabolized. And that will be things such as processed sugar, fruit, and that's going to be on the high end. Now you have, and it's also known as simple carbs. So simple carbs is, you know, if you think of it as, you know, how quickly does the body burn it? Those are, again, the processed sugar, the fruits. That'll be the simple carbs. Then when you move on to the other side of things, which is going to be the complex carbs. Now those are going to have a low glycemic index. And those will be things such as grapefruit, peanuts, milk, will have a low glycemic index. And you can think of carbohydrates between the simple and complex. The complex is almost like a time release. So it's not the energy, since it's not metabolized instantly, you don't receive that benefit from the energy right away. It's more of a time release, it's consistent, and that's what you want if you're looking for something to carry you through a long workout. All right, and lastly we have fats. And fats serve 3 basic functions. So their first function is they provide the major source of stored energy, and next they assist to cushion and protect the organs, and lastly they're used to insulate. Now fats can be found in both animals and plants, and they're broken down into 2 categories. And you have your saturated fats, which is viewed as your bad fats, and your unsaturated fats, which is viewed as good. And most dietitians recommend 2/3 of your fat intake should come from unsaturated fat, while the remaining 1/3 should be saturated fat. And if you think of saturated fat, that's going to be coming from animals, so things such as pork, beef, eggs, yolk is going to have a very high concentration of saturated fat. And then you have things such as unsaturated fat, which is found in avocados, cashews, peanuts, and olives, or primaries. Here's a quick overview of what we've covered so far. So protein is used by the body to build, repair, and maintain muscle tissue. Examples of food high in protein are going to be beef, poultry, milk, fish, and eggs. And again, there's 4 calories per gram of protein.
And then we move on to carbohydrates, also known as carbs. And this is the body's primarily most readily available source of energy. It's broken into two different categories. You have the simple carbs, which are metabolized quickly and have a high glycemic index. And examples of foods that are high in simple carbs are going to be fruits and processed sugar. And then we have complex carbs, which are metabolized slowly or differently. And again, that's the time release. And they have a low glycemic index. And examples of foods that have these complex carbs are going to be grapefruits, brown rice, and yams. And again, there's 4 calories per gram of carb. And then lastly, we move on to fats, and they are the most energy dense of all the 3 macronutrients. And they're broken into 2 primarily categories. One is going to be the unsaturated fats, which is viewed as good or healthy, and that comes from plants. And examples would be avocados, cashews, peanuts, and olive oil. And then you have the saturated, which is viewed as the unhealthy or bad, and that comes from animals and things such as pork, beef, egg yolk, and milk. And there's 9 calories per gram of fat. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video about macronutrients, and you can check out our website at afitney.com, where we offer online personal training and also customized meal and workout plans. And then we also have our free fitness app that includes over 75 exercise tutorials, workout tracking, and lots more, so check that out.